Greetings, Lux lovers! Welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. Well, holiday season is fast approaching and we are one breath away from Black Friday. So I wanted to take this time to share the things that I personally want for the holidays, and I'll sprinkle in some items that I already have that I totally recommend for you or the Lux lovers in your life. And for anyone out there who's familiar with the concept of the 5 love languages, I just wanted to share real quick that my love language is receiving gifts. Yes, that's right, it's a thing. But it's not just about materialism. To me, it's about the thought behind the gift. And I also really pride myself in thinking that I'm equally thoughtful in giving gifts. So I'll link the quiz below if you're interested in seeing what your love language is, but I just wanted to share this because I think it's really fun. So let's begin. So first I'll talk about contemporary brands and the things that I'm eyeing, and we'll start with one of my favorite brands, Anina Bing. The first thing I'll show here is when I tried on her gold heart earrings. Now these aren't solid gold, they're gold plated, but you can see they're like a really chunky, puffy heart, and I really love that. In fact, I'm wearing today my Anina Bing knot earrings, and I just love the way these dangle off of my ear, but it's not too much dangle. So I just have started going down the rabbit hole of looking at her jewelry. And if you want a recommendation from this brand, I definitely recommend the Dylan coat. Here you'll see that I wear it basically everywhere, to the grocery store, and it is just such a cool throw over anything robe coat. And also I just talked about my coat from Fabrique, which I'll also link below. That one is a little less structured and a little darker, so there's really options for everyone. For other brands, I was looking at Aritzia for this coat, and this is called the Atelier coat. And I really like this one because it is a little more cinched in if you don't like that robe look. And I also really like the collar on this one. I wouldn't call it collarless, but there's definitely like no hard lapels. So I tried this on in this camel color, but I think I would actually want it in black because for work, I just want like a black wool coat. So this is quite an affordable option. And just so you know, the fit I'm trying on in this picture is size small, not extra small, which is what I thought I would want. So it was definitely worth my time to try it out. I've also been on a huge Vuari kick, and I just had to go back in store to try on more pieces. I already own 2 pairs of the performance jogger, and I'm back for more because for me, if I don't have to tailor something, it's great. And these actually fit and look okay for someone like me who's 5'1". What I tried on here and what I'm showing is one of their matching sets, and this is in the Aspen Heather colorway. It looks black on screen, but if you go into store, it's like a deep pine color. Of course, my favorite type of deep dark green. And I just recommend these performance joggers in general, especially if you're petite. They also make a longer version if you're tall. And I also bought the Ripstop pants and the Miles pants. So in general, I'm just really having a lot of luck with pants at Vuari. And my other favorite athleisure brand is called Athleta. And you know that my favorite colorway there is Cypress, of course. And as we get into the Black Friday day sales, I will probably be scooping up probably the rest of the things in the color Cypress, including things like socks. There is a really nice Henley long sleeve top that I want, and maybe even more zip up jackets. Now this is a pick that came from Amazon Prime Day, but it's a home water filter that I bought from Amazon. I used to buy like jugs and jugs of spring water because I'm very particular about kind of the taste of my water, and where I live, it's kind of like dicey. So I found that when I bought this tabletop water filter, it actually is great. And I love the fact that it has a heating element in it. So I no longer have to like take a Poland Spring jug, put it into a kettle, heat up the kettle. It's just like all in one. So I definitely would recommend this. It's not hooked up to a water source, so all you have to do is just kind of refill it from your sink. But this has already saved me a lot of money. I would also definitely recommend my Breville Nespresso machine. I make about 3 coffees a day, so I'm saving a ton of money, not going to Starbucks all the time. And it has a steaming wand for steaming milk for lattes, so I think it's just great. And on the topic of health and wellness, I would definitely recommend my fitness ring. And this is from the brand Ultrahuman. I still haven't taken this off since I got it, and it is just constantly collecting data and reporting out on recommendations for me, sleep habits, heart rate, etc. They are running a great 20% off sale currently. I will put my link below, and you can also use my code for an additional 20% off. And you don't have to pay for any subscriptions, just buy once and enjoy. Now let's head over to the fine jewelry category. And on my ultimate wish list has come a brand called Foundry. I did an unboxing around Mother's Day earlier this year, and it's actually this piece. I'll get closer, but basically I got an engravable small heart pendant with the initials of my husband and my children, and I absolutely love this. I wear this all the time. I put it on this other necklace, but you can put it on anything. They make all types of charms, and they're big into like the neck mess game, but I'm really interested in their gold chain necklaces. Here I was able to go into store and try a few on, and I really liked the mixed link chains, and some of them are like super big and some of them are very dainty, and I just feel like I would like a medium sized chain. And granted, it is kind of pricey, but it's solid gold, and I can actually tell the craftsmanship in these ones versus other ones I've seen in the market. So Foundry has definitely caught my attention. Another thing on my fine jewelry wish list is another VCA Alhambra bracelet, this time in the malachite. I'm not sure when I would purchase this. I feel like it will happen eventually, but because I love my solid hammered gold ones so much, I just feel like it would be really cool to add a little more dimension. Bringing in a color, obviously it would be that beautiful malachite green. I could definitely see myself stacking my Alhambra bracelets. I've also been thinking about adding a diamond tennis necklace to my neck stack. In the past, I've tried on a few, like in London Jewelers or even the New York City's Diamond District, and I always really love them. I just really have to find the occasion for it, so it's not high on the list. I don't realistically think it's gonna happen this year, but this is something I've always had in my mind. So if any of you have any recommendations on good ones, let me know. All right, let's talk bags. As you know, I've had a busy year for buying new bags, both pre-loved and new. And certainly I went hog wild when I was in Paris this year at all of the Hermeses there. So I feel like there's not a whole lot on my wish list for bags. However, I do really like the trend that's going on with suede bags and certainly burgundy bags. I love that burgundy color as much as I love like the Cypress color. So I think it's just maybe I just like deep jewel tone type colors in general. But I could definitely see myself adding a burgundy bag to my collection. I'm also obsessed with gold leather. As you can see, I'm wearing my doré bracelet, and I would add a bag in doré. I've been eyeing this Chanel backpack over and over again. Every time I go into a store, I basically try it on. So we'll see if I eventually add that to my collection. And also what's gotten my attention is the Chanel walk with the turn lock closure. So let's talk my Hermes wish list. Basically anything doré. I love my bracelets, I love my shoes, my chypres, and my orans that I have in doré. I would of course not say no to a doré bag, but I really like this doré Revolve bracelet. I tried it on in Paris, but it wasn't in my size, so if I could find a T1, that would be awesome. The Revolve belt is an interesting new addition to the Hermes website, where everyone is going on about the Kelly belt. The Revolve belt was everywhere on the runway in their last runway show, and I just feel like with the introduction of the Barenia fragrance with the studs and the Revolve bracelets, now they're coming out with that Revolve belt. It just seems really cool. So it's the new kid on the block. I have not yet seen anyone wear it, but I have so many Hermes belts that, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to justify adding one, but I do like that it is not in an H. I feel like a lot of people have the Kelly belt, so it just might be another awesome design that's very understated, and it's a very if you know you know in terms of identifying it as an Hermes item. So perhaps I'll be able to try one on and report back to you. Another item that I really like is the Hermes Steel Grand H watch band for the Apple Watch. I am obsessed with my Apple Watch, and basically it's the only type of watch that I really wear, but the fact that they came out with a stainless steel version is very interesting to me, and this is very high on my wish list. In fact, I will probably buy it at some point this year, because this orange silicone is great, but it's also very casual. So if I want to go into more of a work situation or just like a dressy situation, the steel band evokes kind of that Rolex type sporty watch. And the nice thing is that I could wear it around my kids and they could like paw all over it and get dirt and food all over it, and I can basically just steam clean it using my steam cleaners, and I know that it would be safe, unlike the leather bands that I have, which I'm very cautious when using around my kids. Now, in terms of fine jewelry from Hermes, I was really thinking about this, and I have a lot of rings and I have my bracelets from Hermes, but I think I would actually like a necklace, like a fine jewelry necklace from Hermes. And I do have my silver Farandole necklace, absolutely, but maybe something in gold, something understated, not as like big and chunky as the Farandole necklace. So I'll take a look next time I'm in store. Also, what caught my attention is this new range of tea boxes. I'm not a huge blue lover, but I do love bees and I do love hexagons. So this definitely caught my attention and I am very interested because I feel like I can immediately think of a use case for it in my kitchen and I would be using it every day. And if you're looking for a gift, I would definitely recommend basically any of the Hermes mugs on the website because that is something you can very easily bring into your day-to-day life for yourself or for your loved ones, and it's affordable. As for silks, I really liked this Stately Wheels scarf. This is one of the 90 by 90 silks, and it has that deep dark green, and this is the anthracite green, and I tried it on and it was like love at first sight. It is just so luxurious looking, and I know I have a lot of 90 by 90 silk scarves. I wish I wore them more. I will probably make that a resolution next year, but this one I just can't stop thinking of, so I might go back for it. Also, the St. Louis lamps at Hermes are very interesting to me. I probably wouldn't want the big one with like the T-bar on top, but maybe the small one, maybe like I can put it in my set, although it's getting a little busy. So we'll see. And while we're talking about my set, I did want to share this new addition. There was an artist at my local mall who does all the celebrities, and her name is Diana. She does weddings and events. As you can see, I wore my little mini bolide in the color mint, and I just will treasure this forever. What's also funny is that she made my legs a million miles long, so I can see why she has such a fan base. But I put it in my frame and I'm adding it to my little filming corner. So you'll see this picture here now from now on, and you can even see that she added a little bling to my earrings and my necklace. So I love this. Me and my bolide forever captured in this beautiful painting. Thank you, Diana. And now as for Hermes bags, again, I'm kind of tapped out, having recently added 3 different bags from Paris alone. I do think in general, my next conquest would be a neutral mini Kelly. I think that's high on my list. And I did have a conversation with my local SA, which was very enlightening. So I'll give you a little update here. Basically, after doing a lot of shopping with her, I put in a request. She genuinely looked into it, but she was like, yeah, but you just got your Kelly this year. So apparently my local store is enforcing the 1 per year rule, whereas the Kelly, obviously I got in New York City. So they're, you know, making a list and checking it twice for sure. But she was like, follow up with me in January when the clock resets basically. So fingers crossed that I can get a Wishlist bag early next year. But that means for the rest of the year, I'm kind of not gonna sweat it. I'm gonna chill out, not overspend, and just know that I'll be next in line at the start of the year. And also, where is my special order? It's been over a year and a half, and I just have to kind of put that out of my mind, but maybe that'll hit before the year end, who knows? So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let us know in the comments what's on your wish list this holiday season. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style my luxury items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury chit chat playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!